Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a first impressions tutorial using the new BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette, and this is the look I created with the palette. I really like how it came out. My hair is sticking all over my face, but yeah, that is what the outside of the packaging looks like. I thought it was really cute, and then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So you have all these baked shadows around the perimeter of it, and then on the inside there are the matte shadows, and then the very center one is a face highlighter. I used that today as an highlighter on my face and an inner corner highlight. And yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. So I think we're gonna start off by going into this shade right here. And I'm really excited about this palette, so let's see how it preforms. So I'm using that shade as my transition color, and what that means is you use it, it's like a light color that you use to make sure that all of your other shadows blend easier. And that color looks pretty good, and it blended pretty well. Whenever I first saw this palette, I was like, nah, I don't really want it, because I'm not really a big fan of baked things. And then I saw a video from Sylvia Ganny, and she was using it, and I'm like, oh my, I need that. And then my awesome best friend Abby bought me it. She's the sweetest. So now we're done with those two colors, and that blended pretty good. So next we're gonna go into a more defined brush. Trying to find one I want to use. I think we're gonna go into something like this, and I'm gonna show you the color I really want to use the most today, and it is this color right here. It is like a purpley magenta color. So then I think we're going to go into this shade because it matches it pretty good, and use that in the crease. That color also is blending pretty well. It's definitely a color you're going to need to build up. But that color is really pretty. But you can definitely see the pigment there, which I always like. Okay, so now we're going to go into an even more defined brush like this one. And just go back into the same shade right here and just pop it in the crease even more, but we're just defining it even more because of the brush we're using. I don't even think that made any sense, but when do I ever make sense? And I always like to have the mirror kind of facing down like I have right now, just because you can see the lid and the crease even easier. And then we're going to take the transition brush again and go back into the transition shade and just blend everything out. And I think now we're going to go into the shade I wanted to use. And that is this one right here, Libra. And I'm just going to pack some color onto the brush and tap it off, and then start applying it onto the lid. And I want to do this first because then I can really decide if I want to deepen anything up, or yeah, basically that. So I'm not getting very much pigment from this just by starting out. And I'm digging into the shade pretty hard. Maybe I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna do one small little tap. I have to tap it off. I mean, I'm definitely getting pigment, just not like what I thought. I think maybe I'll have to wet my brush to get the pigment I want, which is fine. That is not a turn off for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my brush into the shadow and then spray my brush with some Smashbox primer water. That definitely helped it, but I'm going to swatch it for you guys so you can see the pigmentation you get when you swatch it, and then the pigmentation I'm getting on my eye. I wish I got... Let me try it with my finger. There we go. What am I thinking? I think that's actually a way better idea than wetting your brush. There we go. Now it's working real nice. Okay, now that is looking really good, but I think I want to go into this light purple color and use that on like the inner third of the eye, just to give it a little highlight. And that is also a great color. Alright, I'm actually really liking this palette. I was a little disappointed at first, but I think you need to use the shimmer shades with your finger or a wet brush. I would prefer to use my finger than a wet brush myself, but that's just me. So next we're going to go into that transition shade and just use that to smoke out the lower lash line. Alright, that's looking pretty cool, So next we're just going to go into the transition shade we used and use that to buff out that purple. And then we're going to go in with this color right here and use that to highlight the very inner corner. Ooh, that is pretty. And then I'm going to add some mascara and eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I ended up doing was adding my Rimmel nude eyeliner and my Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance mascara, and this is what the final look looks like. And then I'm wearing a MAC lipstick. Unfortunately, you can't get this one anymore. It's the Laura Lee one. But yeah, I'm sure you could find something close. So yeah, that is the final look, and if you like this look, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really love if you did, to come and join my small little family. But yeah, I hope that you have a great day, and I hope to see you back. Bye!